Good morning, children. Here I am back again. The last time we had done English literature, I think 2 days back and all, I don't remember. But we were doing why I don't wear earrings. Now, you know, everybody loves to wear earrings. Children love to wear earrings. And before also I told you that in school, you can't wear very fancy earrings, but you can. All girls love to wear earrings, and even boys nowadays wear earrings. Well, then we were talking about Malala, how, you know, she was such a good girl, but then she suddenly got into this habit of stealing. Now, many of us have this habit also, to tell the truth. You come to school, you see somebody's new rubber, ruler, something nice, and then what you do is, you try to take it. That is called, when you take something without anybody knowing, it is called stealing. So this is what she did. And one day, her mother checked the cupboard, and can you believe what her mother saw in the cupboard? All the things that Malala had stolen from her friend. Have you understood? That's it. So of course, Malala, when somebody catches you stealing and knows that you are stealing, don't you feel very scared? Of course you do. I would feel very scared if I was caught. Like suppose in the class I am supposed to teach and all, isn't it? But instead of teaching, I am talking rubbish and I am dancing and okay, dancing I can do. But then I am telling you all rubbish things, that is wrong. Have you done anything that you are not supposed to do and you do is wrong? It is a form of stealing also. Well, anyway, then she was very scared. Her mother had found out and she was saying, please, I'm very sorry, very sorry. But, and she said, don't tell Abba. Abba means father. We say Papa sometimes, we say Mummy sometimes. There are other forms of thing. And Abba means father. She did not want him to know, because he was very fond of her and he would be very disappointed. So, and now this wasn't the first time I was stealing. It wasn't the first time. It was not toys and things like that she was stealing from her friends. There were times when, children, when we go to the bazaar sometimes, have you understood? And you see in small things and all, and then the shopkeeper is not looking at you, and then you quietly pick up a chalk, not a chalk but a pen or something, and you put it in your pocket. Now that is also called stealing. Taking things without anybody's permission is called stealing. Now, and it wasn't the first time that she was stealing. She had got into the habit. That's why, children, you are told to have good habits, not bad habits. When she used to go to the bazaar with her mother, and she used to see a pile of almonds. You know what almonds are? They are not peanuts, but they are badam. They are small things like that. And usually they say that you should put 3-4 almonds in water overnight and have it the next morning. It's very good for your, especially now with the pandemic, it's very good for your immunity. So, and you know what, there used to be in the cart, you've seen these people taking a cart with fruits, haven't you seen? Fruits and almonds, right? So what she used to do is, she used to go quite close. The mother used to be buying something, and she would just take a handful like that and put it in her pocket. Now, was that the right thing? No, it was absolutely wrong. And so because she found them tasty. Now, even if I can't afford to buy something, children, I will not take it from the cart or from the market. If I can't afford, I cannot afford. I will not buy, I will not steal. My mother saw it and she told me that I was doing the wrong thing. Like over here is written, my mother told me off and apologized to the cart owner. Now, children, I am reading page 13. Please look at your books and see what I am reading. My mother told me off and apologized to the cart owner. Of course, she saw, and she was very embarrassed. So she apologized to say sorry to the person who owned it. He was furious. Of course, quite angry, I mean, don't we get angry in the class if you do something wrong? Or don't your parents get angry with you at home? Of course. She was very, very angry and she apologized. She said, I'm sorry, she said to the cart owner. But the cart owner was very angry. Yeah? He said, what nonsense? How can you steal? And then we still had little money. Now mother had little money and my mother checked her purse to see she wanted to pay what the daughter had stolen, and she checked the purse and she mustn't have had money, and so she said, can you sell them to me, like whatever the daughter had stolen? She said, can you sell them to me for 10 rupees? No, he said, almonds are very costly. Yes. Nowadays, they are nearly about 800 to 1500 a kilo. Have you understood? They are very, very expensive. So, of course, she had only 10 rupees and she told that cart owner, the shop guy, that I've got 10 rupees. My daughter has taken some almonds. So, could you please sell it to me? Of course. Now, suppose you go to a shop and you see a dress or something for 1,000 rupees. Now, if you tell that person, I'll give you 400 rupees, will he agree? No, he's not going to agree, isn't it? Why should he? Why should he go at a loss? My mother was very upset. Next page, we are in page 14. My mother was very upset, imagine, you're going with your mother and you're caught stealing. How will a mother feel? And she told my father, because she said, no, I have to say. He immediately went and bought the whole lot from the man and put them in a glass dish. He got so angry whether he had the money or whether he didn't have the money. He went and bought the whole thing from this person, and what he did was he put it in a glass dish. Now, can you just tell me why you think he put it in a glass dish? Because suppose a glass dish like you all have, it's like this, suppose it's like this. My drawing is not so good, but like this. And these are the almonds. So, he put it in a glass dish. Like this. Now, why do you think he put it in a glass dish? So that she could see it. And she could realize that how expensive it was and what her father had to do for her. He was trying to make up to the shopkeeper that, that I'm sorry, but then it must have cost him a lot of money to put it, and he purposely put it in the glass dish so that she could see it and feel guilty about it. Have you understood? Almonds are good, he said. If you eat them with milk just before bed, it makes you brainy. He told her very calmly, he said, almonds are very good. You have it before you go to bed with milk. It is very brainy. They make actually it's true, almonds make your brain sharp. But I knew he didn't have much money, and the almonds and the dish were a reminder of my guilt. Quite obvious, he didn't have that much money to buy the almonds, but then, he purposely put it there to show her every time she saw it that she would feel guilty about it. Have you understood that? Oh my God, what have I done? I went in front of my mother and I stole the almonds, but that was wrong. So, guilt is something wrong that you do. I promised myself, then after that, sometimes when you're caught in the class stealing or anything, so you say, ma'am, I'm sorry, I won't do it again, or at home you do something wrong, then you also tell your parents, I'm sorry, I won't do it again, isn't it? So same way, she felt so guilty that she said. And now I had. She had said that she won't do it, but when she was stealing Safina's toys, but now again she's done it. And then, of course, the mother said, okay, if you are really sorry, my mother took me to say sorry to Safina and her parents. Then she said, I will go to Safina and her parents and I will say sorry in front of everybody. It was very hard, quite obvious, tomorrow suppose you are caught and in the assembly I say, okay, one of you come here. You come here and then you've done something wrong, so you say sorry to in front of the assembly. Would you like to do that? No, it's so embarrassing. It is so, you feel so guilty. Safina said nothing about my phone, which didn't seem fair, but I didn't say, didn't talk. Because actually this Malala's phone was stolen and she thought Safina had taken it. So since Safina didn't say anything about the phone, Malala also didn't say anything about the phone. Though I felt bad, I was relieved. It was quite a thing, yeah? Suppose I'm a thief and I'm coming in front of the class and I say, oh, I'm sorry, class, I stole this nice pencil box that somebody in the class has. It's very embarrassing for me. But then Malala said, thank God I said it and I was done. Though I felt bad, I was relieved. It was over. Since that day, I have never lied or stolen. Now that is one thing very good. You make a mistake, you say you're sorry, and you don't do it again. That is the main thing. So, neither a single lie nor a single penny. Neither did I tell a lie, neither did I steal anything. Not even the coin. Now, your father sometimes, of course, leaves money, his wallet over there. He might leave 100 rupees, 20 rupees, 30 rupees. And then, children tend to get tempted to think. So she's saying, I never stole anything. I used to see the money that my father used to leave around, but I never took anything, which we are allowed to buy snacks with. I also stopped wearing jewelry. She used to love wearing earrings first, isn't it? Because she was stealing so much that she felt so guilty that she stopped wearing earrings. What are these baubles which tempt me? Now, the meaning of baubles is written in the word bank up there. It means, if you see in the word bank right on top, you'll see bauble, trinket, a piece of jewelry, usually cheap. Like baubles are like when you go to market, you'll see this artificial pearl thing, or you'll see a bangle, artificial gold. Then these are not real. They're called baubles, and you tend to buy them. Why should I lose my character for a few metal trinkets? She's saying, why should I lose my character? I will not lose my character. But I still feel guilty, and to this day, I am sorry to God. Now, I'm doing only that in my prayers. Like I always say, I'm sorry. Children, I'm going to do only this much because, first and foremost, most of you are not finding the meanings and sending me, doing no work. So I will go very slowly. You can't say that, oh, ma'am does so much, so I can't understand. And I've already told you, please get back to me on WhatsApp and I will get back to you. Have you understood? So what you do is, page 13, how much I've started, and 14, just find the meanings. And when you write the meanings like this, you'll write nicely. Now suppose this is your line number 1. Suppose, relieved. Then you put a dash, little far. The writing should be very good. Relieved means happy. Happy, like this now. Happy that an unpleasant unpleasant situation. Now this is the line. So you will not be happy that an unpleasant situation is over. Have you understood? You will find the meanings of the words you don't understand, and neatly you will write in your copy. Keep one copy for English, like rough copy we used to keep last year, and in that you write the name of the lesson, page, and you find the meanings. And I will send words for sentences. Have you understood? Now children, please, today also in the morning I had an interactive class with you, but many of you didn't bother at all to come on the thing. I'm telling you, you'll have school, just another month or so and we'll have school. Not in a month, I'm just saying it. And I've also told you that you can come to school And if you don't understand, whatever work you've done, I can correct in school. You can come, you come to school, meet me, or do whatever, you can come now. I will think, we'll try to teach you and do work that way. But when you come to school or when you go anywhere, please wear your mask. It's very necessary to wear your mask. Carry a sanitizer. You can carry a small towel because you have to keep washing your hands. If you follow these rules, then nothing goes wrong. Have you understood? So then I'll see you next week. Have a good weekend, but please do your work. Bye-bye, children, and thank you. And please, if you don't understand anything, please get back to me. Thank you, children.